Hey, welcome back to the channel. Well, I'm still trying to get over this head cold, whatever you want to call it. I'm feeling a lot better. Earlier in the week, I was trying to at night to do a few things, and you know, there's that thing called brain fog, and I was trying to get on the tractor, and I would miss the bottom step. He's like, oh boy. So I said, I'm not doing anything too important, or that takes a lot of brain power. But anyways, I'm feeling a lot better. I might not sound as awesome as, well, not that I ever did sound awesome, but anyways, back out to the shop. Getting a little bit done while I can. I did shore up, we'll call it, my log splitter. So for what I wanted to do to this thing, it is done completely, 100%. Yay! So all right. So what I did, my brainstorm was, I got a muffler clamp, all that is, and got another set of nuts to go on there. So it's clamped to the cylinder. But then I used the same little brackets that were on this thing, just heated them up and actually bent them back, then bent them again, and then so there's one on each side. So that should work pretty good. My only concern is this little spot right here. It's quite close to that steel fitting there, but I think it'll be all right. Hopefully not a whole lot of movement, but if not, we'll have to do something there. So okay, so that is done. That can get out of the shop and not have to come back in. I probably could pump up the tires, but this thing never gets much weight on it. So cool, that's done. All right, next, back on this ZA project. That's what I'm going to work on today. I've got the other jug, and pistons are in, and rings. So yeah, we'll get those mounted and keep moving forward on this project. So you saw in a previous video me putting the block on, and fasten them. So I'll get that done, and then when I come back, we'll torque down all 4 rods, and yeah, go from there. Then we'll start on the head, put the head on the manifold, and we'll see what we can get done today. And my parts did come from Welter's for the front end. Actually, a few days ago, I just haven't felt like it. So new bearings and new castle nut here. That's what holds everything up underneath there on. There's supposed to be a new one in the box. I haven't even opened the box yet. So hopefully all that stuff is there. So all right, I'll get this all on, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, hey, they're all okay. The other jug is on there. I don't have the rod bearings torqued yet. That's what we're gonna do right now. In one of the previous videos where I was putting on this jug here, somebody commented they build engines forever, and that's the they hope they don't do that from the factory that way, this and that, and that would have been nice, but this is not your typical motor. I mean, if he was a true engine expert, he's to say this is nothing like most motors, which is true. So there is no other way to put the rods onto the motor. You can't go through here. There is no room to go through here and get the rod on there, get it up over and under. Oh, and the book, lorky here. The piston and rod are in the jugs when they put them on and take them off. Imagine that. So, okay, well, that just proves that point. I mean, yes, they did. That's how they did in the factory. This is the book, and how they did that stuff. Is it ideal? No, but that's just the way this motor is. The R and Z motors, they're the only ones that are exactly like this. So thankfully, the newer motors, they went away from that. Went to the overhead valve motors like everybody else is used to. So Okay, so another thing I didn't do yet either was I didn't tighten down the jugs to the crankcase yet. I said earlier I want to get the head on. That way the head will keep everybody straight and in line. Then we'll tighten down everything else. You should probably do that also when you're working on different types of, the Moline motors with the split heads. Just to keep everything in line. Just in case, you're off a little bit, that way your head gasket, seals up better. So, okay, well, the book also says these rod bearings are supposed to be tightened to 60 to 65 foot-pounds. So, I'm going to set this just over 60. If I can see it in the dark here. I guess it isn't quite that dark in here. But 60 is not very much. All right, so that's 50. 60 would be 10 over that. So we'll just go a hair more. Right there. Now we'll lock her in. All right. Just wanted to just clear that up. So, okay. Of course, I got these already quite, or this one's quite tight. So we gotta get close. And one nice thing is, too, you can run this motor and take this plate back off and redo it. Recheck your rod, everything. So, all right, light, I gotta move you up a little bit. That way I can get a little more stroke out of this thing. Okay. All right, so number 4 is, all right, let's double check that top one just in case something. Okay, still good. All right. All right. Gotta be getting close. Okay. And I still gotta put the safety wire in here. Okay. There's that. All right. Now we'll spin the crank so I can get the throw or whatever over here where it's easy to get to. How's that? So let's find somewhere to set that torque wrench. This is a little bit sticky in here. That's cold. That grease is thick, so. There, that should be good. Okay. We are definitely gaining. All right. Make sure it's got there good and tight. Okay. Talking a possible snowstorm this weekend. Yay. That was sarcasm, just in case you guys didn't catch that, but it's still February here in Michigan, so that's to be expected. If it was July and we're getting a snowstorm, well, then we really have something to be concerned about. Okay, there's that. Double checking that. All right, setting this back at 0. Like I said, I didn't do that one time, and I tell you what, it did screw up the settings on there. And it was well, I don't know if what's worse, under tightening or over tightening. Well, this definitely over tightened some bolts and made things a little stiff. Not on this tractor, a different one. So, okay, this side needs tie wire now. I haven't gotten any yet. In my travels, I should have already done that. I'm kind of thinking that would be easier to do when the cam is not in, but the cam is something that needs to go in here pretty soon. These do not have cam bearings, just so you know. This is a machine surface, and we are going to put the exact same cam back in here. I'm going to grease this all up here, these cam areas where it rides. The newer tractors had cam bearings, but this one, of course, does not. Has a little bit of grease coming from somewhere. boy, I can clean up stuff and clean up stuff and chase it and chase it and chase it, it seems like. So, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But here, piece of wood. I was okay. Never ending deal, I should say. But yeah, let's we could probably throw that cam in there. I put some grease on all these, but I need to clean up the holders, the other side. Then I also want to, well, I gotta find a couple studs. I want to clean up these threads, grab my taps, tap, and then I gotta put the studs in here, which I've got extras there because this is a combination. These motor parts, like both of these jugs, were on a different tractor, but those are the bolts that were in this tractor, if that makes sense to you. So I'm gonna get the best ones and use those up. I was just noticing something, and maybe some of you old timers can tell me, but see these marks here, that's like two lines here and a line across, okay? Looks like an H, but I doubt that's an H. But then you go to this one, and there's 4 lines going this way. Is that a casting mark or something? It almost looks, I don't want to say it's welded, but it looks like maybe it was in the mold. It doesn't affect anything. I don't know if it's a year thing or a series or, what it is. Maybe somebody else would know. So here's a D929, which is a foundry number or whatever, but this one doesn't have any at all. So I don't know. I just think it's interesting. If somebody in the comments, somebody out there wants to let me know, hey, I'm willing to listen. So next, I want to put the head on, but I need to clean up these threads here. I had to put a stud in. Let's see, I think it was this stud and this stud. I put those in already. As you can see, these aren't tightened down yet. I do need to get a couple washers yet too before I tighten that down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, probably to finish out today, which won't be the end of the video, but will be, what I'm gonna do today is I got a ball game to get to. I only had a couple minutes here to work, so I'll get these threads cleaned up, and then when I bring you back, we'll throw the head on. Okay, change of plan. Thought maybe while I'm doing this, which this isn't too, we'll call it, needing brain power. I guess I could screw it up, but I'll just put a little lubricant on these threads here before anyways, what I was thinking was, this is 7/16 by 20 fine thread. Anyways, so I didn't take the time to look up, see who made the comment about sponsors or doing product reviews. And he made a couple, either made a couple comments or replied to my reply, if that makes any sense. I can't remember the name. I should have looked it up. But anyways, you know who you are. And he said, and it was advice. It wasn't criticism. It was advice. So I'm going to get that straight anyways. I didn't take offense to, what he said. It was actually great advice. Anyways, so he was saying about, be careful about, sponsored videos or, doing product reviews. And like I said in that video, I get almost pretty much daily somebody want me to try this or try that. And I'll tell you, some of the products are probably cool. Early on, there's a boot company that, sent me a free pair of boots, and actually I had those boots on right now. That's how long they've been lasting. So I wasn't too far into making YouTube videos when that they sent these boots out, and they were great boots. I bought another pair for myself. Well, they promised that I would get a certain percentage of each sale, and I never saw anything, which is okay. I got a free pair of boots. No big deal. So that, and you know, this the viewer commented, you know, it's a slippery slope, which you get caught up in things, this and that. And he also pointed out, and I follow in one of my YouTube mentors, we'll call it, you know, somebody who I talk to not every day, but you know, he'll answer my call and I'll answer his. It's one of them things where it's Squatch 253, which that guy has, you know, his channel is awesome. I really enjoy his stuff he does. And to be honest, between him and LOAL, sorry, out in Colorado, has kind of got me thinking about Caterpillar crawler tractors. I've got enough hobbies, but I just think they're cool. So I'm kind of glued to that. That got me glued to another guy that, you know, has a huge YouTube channel that, you know, does stuff like that as well. So that one cleaned up pretty easy. So anyways, he pointed out on Squatch's channel that Squatch did a members only video about why he doesn't do sponsorships and this and that. And he brought up some good points, as well as in, you know, you can get caught up in, you know, contracts, and, you know, they kind of, you know, tell you what to say, what you can't say, and you should do this and do that. Well, I agree with him. I don't want to be told what I should or should not do on my channel. So, kind of, I don't want to say opened my eyes, but made me aware of situations, you know. And I had another company beg me to, you know, let them send me out one of them, you know, let's just say what it is. It's one of them really cheap battery booster air compressor thingies. Inflators, I should say. It's not really an air compressor, it's an inflator. Anyways, so, okay. So I did. I agreed to send one, and not gonna name the name. They sent me that thing, and I, you know, I said, you know what? And I was recording. I tried it out, and I was recording, but it didn't work. At least for me. And it was on my 302 LP, which is not a very big tractor. It's only one battery. It's not like a big cold diesel, you know, something or other. And it didn't work. It's like, shoot. So then they were complaining, you know, how come you haven't shown that video? And I replied to them, it's because it doesn't work. Then they wanted me to send a video of it not working. I was like, come on. You know, I'll send it back to you, no problem. But you're going to, you know, send me the postage. Or, you know, however, the shipping return label. But I haven't heard any more from them on that. So that's two things right there that kind of, I don't want to say open my eyes, but like I say, makes me aware of that kind of stuff. So it's, I don't know. And, you know, and I did do a video and review of those earbuds, and shoot, I was going to put them in today. And those I've been liking. Those have been pretty cheap. Batteries last, and I can, you know, hear pretty good. So out of them. So that's probably something that you guys want to do. Those are cheap. I don't know, $29.99 or $39.99 or whatever it was. So that'd be okay. But I don't know. I had somebody, like I said, want me to do a press on nails or stick on nails. Like, it doesn't really fit into my channel at all. But anyways, we don't need to go down that road. But anyways, so I don't know. But then, you know, I was watching Squatch in there, and you know, and I've talked to him and asked him about, you know, the whole membership thing, you know. But it's basically like running two YouTube channels, you know, and I don't want to say I have a hard time keeping up with one, but I have a hard time keeping up with one. You know, there's times, you know, because I have a day job. You know, he doesn't have we'll call it off the farm or off the, you know, ranch, whatever, you know, where he lives out there, job. So, and that makes sense. You know, he has I don't want to say he has more time, but he can devote time to doing that. You know, it doesn't have a, you know, a 9 to 5. How's that? So, I don't know. It's got me thinking too. You know, it's a great source of income for him. You know, with my end goals of, no, I shouldn't say end goals. End goals not, but a goal for the channel, you know, is possibly being full time. I don't know. I'd like that, but you know, we are a long ways from there. You know, which is fine. You know, like most, you know, got a day job, and like most people, there's good days and bad days. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I have to. I don't know what. You know, and like his he only has like one tier. There's other channels that have multiple tiers. You know, I think he charges $4.99 a month, and you know, there's different perks. You know, you get to see behind the scenes stuff, or you know, it's up to the, you know, the channel owner, you know, what they do. But anyways, I don't know. What is your thoughts? You know, channel membership, would anybody be interested in that? And if so, you know, what would you want it to look like? You know, he does behind the scenes, and he does a lot more explaining, or you know, talking, and you know, sneak peeks of things. You know, my channel is, I don't know if it's majority, I would say, is doing repairs. No, probably not. It's, you know, a mix between doing repairs, using the tractors, you know, going to tractor shows, or you know, stuff like that. Or you know, I enjoy showing off other people's collections, which that should have some more of those coming up, I'm thinking, here before too long. But I don't know, just looking for thoughts, I guess. Dog, what are you chewing on? Heidi, what are you chewing on? Oh, cough drop. I dropped a cough drop the other day, and I dropped it into a puddle of oil, and she found it. Okay, whatever. You got a cough too? I haven't heard you cough. But I don't know, just, you know, lots to think about. And you know, like I say, I don't want to stick my neck out for some advertiser of something. Yeah, it worked while I used it, you know, on the channel. Then, you know, the next time I go to use it, it didn't want to work. You know, and I don't want anybody else to waste money on stuff like that. So I could be, you know, I kind of made up my mind that I'm, you know, unless it's, you know, one of the big names like, you know, Agco, or you know, some Milwaukee DeWalt Snap-on, or somebody wants to talk, you know. But I don't, the single product people, I don't think I'm interested right now. I just don't. You know, people, you know, talked about keeping the channel wholesome, or you know, true, and there's a lot to that. I don't know. It's, I'm, you know, known in the, I hope at least in the Minneapolis Moline community to be, you know, fair, honest, you know, and you know, try to be, you know, I'm a good dude, right? So that's kind of how I want to be on the YouTube world as well. Do I know everything? No. Do I make mistakes? Yes. But here's the thing, these mistakes, they cost me money. So, and I don't need those mistakes to be, you know, costing you money as well, as in, you know, I showcase a product that I haven't truly tested, you know, and believe in. So I don't know. There's so many scams out there too. People try to, you know, send you emails, hey, try out this product, this and that, and yeah. Lots of crap on here. So, but anyways, just, I guess, you know, thoughts. This one here was pretty clean. Looking for feedback. So I don't know. And then I've been starting to watch, you know, another big YouTuber. He's got, I don't know, 800,000 subscribers, gets millions of views. You know, he's out, I think it's Pennsylvania, but anyways, he finds all kinds of, mostly, you know, construction equipment, trucks and stuff, and gets them running, you know, gets them all kinds of views. I thought about doing something similar with, you know, maybe not necessarily construction equipment, but tractors, you know, getting them running, you know, hopefully you can buy them cheap, getting them running, fix up a little things, not really a restoration, but, you know, to, you know, a little bit of an income and, you know, help support the Moline side. But I don't know, this channel is, you know, with my name, you know, being, you know, part of the title as in, you know, the Moline part, maybe I'm stuck doing, you know, Moline stuff, which is fine. I just, you know, trying to treat this whole YouTube thing as a business. You know, I have to pay income tax on, you know, the monthly check I get from YouTube, so, which is not a big deal, but, and definitely 2024 was better than 2023, and I'm hoping 25 is even better yet. So I don't know. I have expectations for the channel, and I'm sure you do too. So, but well, I got almost halfway done with these threads. It's been going pretty easy. These threads are not in bad shape, but there's a few that have, well, rust around the threads. So I thought maybe I better clean these up. And I was gonna do this off camera, but I thought, man, that'd be something perfect to, you know, do a little talking, you know, as I'm doing it. So this isn't too loud, but going pretty easy though. So I don't know, I'm tickled pink about getting this tractor back together. You know, the log splitter project is complete. I don't know, even though that's something little and minor maybe to most people, but it's another project I got done. Something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's done. So, especially the little platforms on there, I think that's gonna be handy. I haven't used that yet, but I will tomorrow. So, but I won't have the boys help tomorrow. They're in an ice fishing tournament about 2 hours away. But, you know, they're going to have fun together. I hope they have fun together. And, I don't know, it's cool. You know, they're not always going to be able to do stuff like that together, I'm afraid. You know, as life gets busy and, you know, they'll have their own families someday. And, you know, I don't know, you know, where their lives are going to take them, as in, you know, residence. They can stay here as long as they need to. We have room, so I prefer if they're going to start a family, though, that they weren't here. But you know where I'm going with that. So, but anyways, so I don't know. Let me know what you think about channel memberships. What would you like to see more of in the channel in 2025? You know, I've got lots of projects here. There's some that I'm going to work on them because I want to work on them. But if you prefer something else that I work on that I have already, I want to get this tractor done, and I'm probably going to paint it. But of course, it's a different color, isn't it? Yeah, than the 4-star. So that 4-star is going to get painted as soon as it warms up. That's one of the priorities. Now that the log splitter's done, I was hoping for a little bit warmer day that will start this 302 up. This one, I'm pretty sure one of the head gaskets is bad. These are known for that. It'll run and drive, but it's getting exhaust in the coolant, if you know what I mean. The coolant turned black on me, and they're known for that. I have a set of head gaskets here ready for it. But anyways, I want to pull that, start that one. Same thing with the 900, because I want to work on that. Pull that out, start it, turn it around, and basically flip-flop these tractors. But while I got them out, I was going to haul up the forklift. I've got somebody who's interested in that. They're thinking more in the spring before they can come and get it, which is okay, that's all right. But it might be going outside. But then that'd give me a little more room in here again. Clean a little more of this stuff up. I need to redo my loft area. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed, but the top caved in on it. It's only partial up there, and it's a mess. And I've got tons of parts on the other side of that wall. You guys have never been over there. It's not safe to take the camera. But anyways, there's a pile of parts in there that I have, and filters and such. But I want to get that all fixed up. And I wouldn't mind in this corner. Let's see. Are you looking? Yeah. In that corner over there, put my office in there. That way, somewhere, you're never going to make it mouse proof, but somewhere a little nicer. You know, of course, I need to insulate the whole place here. And, just put my manuals and stuff in there. And I've got, you know, some signs and some other memorabilia that I like to hang up, you know, somewhere nice. And, you know, somewhere to play cards or whatever. You know, the guys come over and, you know, we're not in the house. So, I don't know. We got lots to do, I guess. I really don't need to buy any more projects, but you know how that is. I do want to get that M670 LP that I bought in January. I got a funny story about that one. I don't know. Bill Skinner, he watches the channel, and Bill's local, a friend of mine, known him for a long time. He was actually my junior high football coach. But anyways, Bill, there's your shout out. So I don't know if you remember that video. You can look back. My first tractor of the year, you know, was that M670 LP, you know, and my wife was having some stressful times at work, and so, you know, we the money is separate, as in when it comes to, I call it the tractor fund is separate. So if any of my tractor money goes into a separate account, both our 9 to 5s, that all goes and pays the personal bills. You know, like I said, I'm trying to treat this as a business. But anyways, so I had enough money, cash, you know, for that tractor. I just went and got it. You know, I didn't tell her about it, you know. So, you know, jokingly, I'll tell people sometimes I'm on that forgiveness plan. But normally I do tell her, hey, I'm going to get a pickup tractor. This is my plan with it. And most of the time, if I say, yeah, we're going to sell this one, it works out okay. Well, anyway, so I made that video. Didn't mention, you know, anything to my wife at that time. And so this is all my fault. But anyways, Bill saw her at the basketball game and said, hey, congratulations on your new tractor. And my wife, I'd have loved to see the look on her face, but my wife says, what new tractor? You know, I don't think she said it in that deep voice, but anyways. And I can't, Bill told me too, I said, Bill, I don't know if he said, oh, never mind, or nothing, or whatever. You know, I was like, huh. So, of course, I was at the ball game too, and she walks over, did you just buy a new tractor? Well, a while ago, a couple weeks ago, which it was a couple weeks ago at that time. So I didn't lie to her. So anyways, but the next day she was fine. You know, I told her about it and this and that. And you know, and I told her the truth. I says, I made a guy an offer a long time ago, you know, and then he finally, you know, agreed upon it, you know, and I didn't want him to change his mind. And, you know, the tractor was close by. So, and that's a model I didn't have. So, and what he told me, he might have been a little bit better shaped. What he told me, it was in better condition than it actually is, but I'm, you know, not upset or anything. So he told me the motor was loose and this and that, just needed a starter, you know, and the ample torque doesn't work in low, which, whatever. That's, you got to split that for, you know, to fix that, but that's okay. So anyways, that's my funny story about that. So, how many of you were on the forgiveness plan? So, I don't know. I didn't really do it on purpose, if you know what I'm saying, withhold information, but I did withhold information, I guess. And the thing is, you saw in the video where I parked it right next to the garage. It's not like I, parked it way back in the woods or, somebody else's place or something or other. But anyways, so that's all good. She didn't kick me out or anything. So yeah, just thought that was funny. How many, leave a comment or, if somebody wants to share a story about that. So, but I don't know. I have a good wife too. I mean, she puts up with a lot, but she understands, certain things about what goes on. But like I say, I didn't borrow any money. I had the cash, so that's the big thing. If I'd have borrowed money, oh yeah, that wouldn't have been good. I guarantee it. So I don't know. But the only time, and I did it, that I borrowed money for tractors, and she knew about pretty much the whole time, was that one time though when I bought 13 tractors at one time. Bought a friend of mine, we made a deal or whatever, and he sent me the money, and I sold a few to pay off what he borrowed me, and he got one of the tractors out of that was his profit. So but that's about, I shouldn't say that's about the only time. My dad has helped me out a couple times too, so thank you, Father, Mother. So, but it's all good. So, actually, I think this tractor right here, yeah. This tractor here we're working on. Yeah, I had the YouTube channel, didn't I? Yeah. I bought this tractor on an online auction, and also an M5. Well, it had an M5 motor front end and a 5-star rear end. But anyways, then that ended up in Indiana. Actually, don't know where it ended up. I took it to Indiana. I did some trade. What did I trade? Oh, that 705 that's out back. The one without a front end. That was part of that trade deal. So, yeah, that's where that went. Because, the way my mind works, I'm always trying to think ahead. That tractor is, like I said in the previous video, that's parts for my grandfather's 705 that's out back. But I'm not really parting out that tractor. I'm using parts, and I'm going to put parts back on it. And then we'll get that one running someday, because that's not a bad looking tractor. It's just the motor's stuck and doesn't have a front end on it. And that ugly cab. But it's not going to happen right now, but when I get to that project, that cab will be for sale if somebody wants it. But not right now. Right now it's protecting everything that's on that tractor, wise, so it's not for sale right now, but that will be for sale if somebody needs that cab. But like I say, not right now. Don't even ask, because I'm not going to sell it right now. So but having parts tractors, it's helped me out. It's helped me out on this tractor and other ones I've worked on. It's kind of handy, so I don't have to wait on shipping or whatever. So, like these blocks here, people spend a lot of money on getting another set of blocks, then you still got to bore them out or whatever. So, I should show a video. Lon, my friend in Minnesota, he's a machinist guy, fella, does, but anyways, he made a hydraulic adapter, I should say, to help push out these stuck pistons on these. If I remember, I'll upload it. He sent it to me, and he's given me permission before. You know, he's a Minneapolis Moline guy. I don't know how many generations. It's him and his brother and his sister and cousins and everything. They're all in the Molines while they're right there in Minnesota. So kind of makes sense too. But real intelligent guy. You know, he's helped me out and helped several other people's out. Like my 955, which I don't think I've had that on the channel running. I need to get that out, and I need the front seal's leaking on that. And well, anyways, that motor, that tractor, and I'll do a video on it, on everything. But I bought that with the motor apart and 3 junk heads and this and that. Well, it was cheaper to just put another motor in it, so that's what actually Jacob helped me do. And it's a 451, but it's a 451 out of a G900, which is the older, an older motor. There's a lot of stuff on there that's different. Of course, on the 955, the hydraulic pump's in the back, not up front, and so the front cover had to come off. The other engine and do that. Then let's see, the flywheel. Which flywheel? I had to use the G. Shoot, now I don't remember. I think I had to use the 900 flywheel and have it re-drilled. Yeah, so it fit on the 955. I think that's how it worked. Anyways, it's not a plug and play. Anyways, it's a lot into it. Well, he's the one that did the machine work for that. So, and of course he's in Minnesota. I dropped out the flywheel. He did that. Then somebody went out to a show out there and brought it back to Michigan for me. So it's nice to have friends everywhere, I guess. But yeah. So yeah, if I remember, I'll put that video in here. He took a J8 spark plug, I think it was, and crimped a hydraulic fitting on there. And yeah, his brother actually sent me the video, but I could definitely hear Lon's voice. And I don't know if that's a Z or a ZB. I didn't see the whole rear end of the tractor, but anyways, used the hydraulics of that, and they said they had a block of wood and a bar or whatever, on an angle, trying to pound that thing out, and they couldn't get it. He put this on there, and then it pushed it right out. So, all right. Well, I've got only 2 of these left, and I think I've got enough for a video here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going on this. Then just get these cleaned up. Then I'm gonna have to go get myself cleaned up and get up to that ball game, and go from there. But so yeah, good luck to my boys tomorrow in their fishing tournament, and good luck to Nicholas in the ball game tonight. So we'll cut the video here. Hey, appreciate watching. Leave a comment if you would, and let me know what your thoughts are and the things we discussed, and we'll go from there. So all right, well, I'll put that video of Lon pushing out those pistons here right about now.
That's good. Oh, stop.
And we'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you watching.